Philosophy of Saitama, the god who outgrew humanity. There is a kind of void that no weapon can destroy, a silence that no victory can fill. It is not born from weakness or defeat, but from transcendence. When a man surpasses all struggle, he doesn't find peace, he finds nothing. Saitama is that nothing. He is the stillness after the storm, the silence after the last scream. The world around him still burns with ambition, fear, and chaos. But for him, everything has already ended. He is the conclusion of every story, the final line of a book that no longer needs to be written, and yet he keeps turning its pages as if hoping one day a new chapter will appear, one written by someone stronger than himself. They call him the strongest, the invincible, the unbeatable, but these are words invented by the weak, those who still have something to chase. For Saitama, the finish line came too soon. He reached it before anyone else even realized there was a race. And now every victory feels like a repetition of an old dream he can't wake from. His life has become an endless rerun, a comedy with no audience, a triumph that no longer feels like triumph. He laughs, he yawns, he kills gods with a single punch. And yet behind that empty smile lies a truth too heavy for most to bear. The human soul is not built to handle absolute power. It cracks beneath the weight of perfection because perfection leaves no space for longing. And longing is the heartbeat of existence. To be human is to desire, to hunger, to fail. But Saitama has become something that no longer needs. And in that state of perfection, he discovered the most painful truth of all, that without struggle, there is no meaning. He is the ghost of purpose. A man cursed not by weakness, but by victory itself. He walks through a world of battles that no longer matter, a hero in search of a feeling that died the moment he became invincible. Every punch he throws is an echo, a desperate attempt to feel alive again, to find an opponent that can remind him what fear, excitement, or even pain used to feel like. But no one answers. The gods fall silent before him. Even destiny has no words left. He has gone beyond the script of life, a being who no longer belongs to the story he once loved, and so he lives in parody, mocking the world that once inspired him, laughing at the same heroism he once admired. Not because he's cruel, but because nothing has weight anymore. He has become proof that the pursuit of power is not a path to fulfillment, but a descent into emptiness. Saitama's existence asks a terrifying question. What happens when the purpose of life, the struggle itself, is gone? What remains when a man becomes a god, yet feels less human than ever before? He stands at the edge of infinity, where power has erased both fear and joy, and time itself feels meaningless. A loop with no beginning, no end, only silence. We dream of strength, but strength without challenge is just another form of death. We dream of victory, but victory without effort is hollow. Saitama has everything, and therefore nothing. He doesn't fear monsters, death, or failure. He fears the mirror, the reflection that shows how far he's drifted from humanity. The world still sees a hero, but what he sees is an existence stripped of meaning. He saved humanity, but lost what made him human. And perhaps that is the greatest irony of all. The man who broke every limit has found himself trapped within one. The limit of purpose, Saitama, isn't a symbol of strength. He is the warning of what lies beyond it. He shows us that the beauty of life does not exist in perfection, but in the imperfection that drives us forward. The will to fight, the fear of losing, the fire of uncertainty. These are the things that make us alive. And yet, in his emptiness, there's a strange beauty, a quiet reflection of what happens when humanity touches divinity and finds only solitude. Saitama stands as the eternal reminder that the path to power is a circle, and at the end of it lies the very beginning. the desire to feel human again. At the end of power, there is no glory, only silence, and the echo of a man who once wanted to be strong.